What's up, everybody? I'm Retro Cactar, and I'm back with another edition of Final Fantasy IV. So, in our last episode, we got this new ship, the Falcon, and our next objective is to go to the sealed cave in the northwest and get the last dark crystal before Golbez can. Unfortunately, there's just one little hiccup. The Falcon is not able to fly over lava. You can see here if I try to go, it's too hot to fly over. So we'll need to come up with a solution, and we can find it back in the Dwarven Castle. Most of the stuff here is the same, but you'll see these nurses, these dwarven nurses, and you talk to them. The hole leading to the surface caved in not long ago and made quite a mess down there. We rescued a strange old man from the rubble. He's recovering in the infirmary. We are medics. You may not be able to tell being human, but we are dwarf women. So they rescued a strange old man. 3 guesses who that could be. So this is the infirmary. There he is. Why, is it time for dinner again already? I tell you, the cuisine down here could use some work. If I have to eat one more... Sid! You're alive! Put on a real show, didn't you? Who's this old codger? Codger? Did that unmannered lout just call me an old codger? You're the unmannered one. Who is he? Who is this snot-nosed little brat? I'm Prince Edge of Eblan. Pleased to make your acquaintance, old man. He has a foul tongue, but the manner of his royalty seems true enough. Let's not forget my dashing looks and mystifying skills. Edge, please, this man is injured. Ha! Ceridia's got you reined in with that pretty little face of hers, eh? Quiet, you! What's become of Golbez? We defeated his 4 archfiends, but he still holds all the crystals save one. We would go up to secure it if only the Enterprise weren't still up on the surface. The enemy ship we stole cannot cross the magma. Doesn't sound like you can do much at all, does it? Guess it's up to me again. I swear, you kids would never get anything done without me. Sir, you must stay in bed, at least until you've healed. We young folk are quick to recover. There's no time to be lounging about. If you want me on my back again, you best come and lend me a hand. He certainly seems well enough. Indeed. Yep, even if you killed him, he'd just come right back to life and keep on working. That ought to let you fly over anything you want. Thank you, Sid. Sid! Seems to have worn himself out. He always pushes himself too hard. Sid, thank you for everything. What's this? There's a letter beneath his pillow. I'm writing this letter in case the worst should befall me. If you're reading this, I suppose it has. Make sure you give all those baddies an extra whack on the head for me. We owe it to our late king. No, we owe it to everybody in this world, even those people down here with their lousy food. And please apologize to my daughter for me, for all I put her through with my selfishness. All my love, Sid. Yeah, so if you use augments on Sid, you get analyzed and you get a few more, but since I didn't put any on Sid, I just get analyzed, which is fine. The important thing is now we can fly over the magma. Just gonna check my items here. Yeah, well, I don't think I need any of those. Got lots of high potions. I could get some more. Need more Phoenix Downs. And I would like to get some more cottages. I mean, I'll use up the tents that I have. I've still got... yeah, like 50 tents. I got tons of tents, so I'm probably good with for cottages. But it's getting to the point where just the cottages just don't do it anymore. Or the tents don't do it anymore, rather. That should be good. Is my team healed? No, but there's a healing pot I can take advantage of, so I don't want to use the inn since I don't need to. So let's just quickly duck in here. For full recovery. Okay, so now we have a ship that can fly over the magma, and now we can go to the sealed cave. At least that's what the game wants us to do at this point. But now that we have a ship that can cross the magma, there is a ton of optional areas that we can explore. So we're going to take some time and do that. First thing I'm going to do actually is just fill out this map here. There's nothing up here per se, except the hole that we came in from, but as you can see it's sealed. We can't really interact with it at this time because Sid's bomb caused a cave-in. So I'm going to map this area out, and there's this little hut or house here I'm going to explore. Kokkol's Forge. Kokkol? Not sure how you say it. See if there's any items to pick up. Doesn't seem like it. This is the home of Kokkol, the finest smith the world has ever known, Lali. The finest smith in the world. Okay, I got a remedy, that's nice. Master Kokkol's forge has all but gone cold. He does nothing but sleep these days, Lali. Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems kind of quiet for a forge. Doesn't seem to be much going on. My smithing days are done. What good would it do for me to forge another sword? I cannot find the legendary adamantite, and without it I can do no greater work. Okay. And then your items list pops open. So obviously, at some point... Oh! Okay, I got something. I didn't see what it was. Obviously, at some point, we can get adamantite and give it to him, but at the moment we don't have it, so nothing we can do about it. We will return to the forge. There's like that one square I can't quite Oh well, there's nothing there. And here is another town. Now, if I remember, this place has really good stuff for like items and stuff. By my mother's beard, where have you people come from? Yeah, this place has really good like weapons and armor, but it's expensive. There's a cave in the northwest that extends all the way to the land that lies between, where all manner of beasties dwell. Frightening, no? They tell me the seas of the surface are blue. Blue! Just the thought of it turns my stomach. I suppose it would take some getting used to. Welcome. Okay, this is some new stuff. Cast Quake, Comet, Osmos, nice, Drain, Slow, Silence, and Stop. Well, I'm going to grab some of these because, as I've mentioned before, that Slow seems to be like the ultimate status effect in these games. Even bosses are susceptible to it. I also want to get some of these because the nice thing about having it as an item is somebody like Rosa can use it if she needs to. Or somebody like Edge who doesn't, you know, other characters can use Osmos if they have the item for it. So that is good to have on hand. There's a cave full of sylphs up in the far northwestern reaches. Timid, those things. Why do those sylphs have to be so flighty? We don't want to hurt them or nothing. We're nice dwarves. Yeah, so, I mean, if you come here, you can tell by the conversation that there's a lot more stuff in the Underworld than just the Dwarven Castle and the Sealed Cave. So, we're gonna go to those places. Lally-ho, afraid not, lad. The dwarves of Tomra say hi-ho. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Something like that. Phoenix down. And I was saying, if I remember correctly, and I might not because this is the DS version, there should be some nice stuff here. Yeah. Nice equipment, and it has lightning, which is also good, but it's also very pricey. Yeah, so let me see here. I'm going to buy this for Edge, since he's kind of behind my other party members. It'd be good for him to have as much defensive equipment as he can. Let's see, Diamond. I think there's Giant's Gloves too, which raises strength. I forgot that I picked those up. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Kane, actually. He can benefit from that. And then there's just a passage here, but unfortunately it doesn't lead anywhere. I don't think it leads anywhere except to the other shop. Are you customers? Blimey, we haven't had any of those in ages. Well, what do you expect being, you know, isolated in your own little canyon of the Underworld? Chain whip. There's the ogre killer bow. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on the chain whip because Rhea mainly focuses on her spells. That's kind of her main method of attack, unless for, you know, the enemy's got reflect or something like that. Yeah, I mean, paralyze is nice, but I don't see her using it regularly. Hi-ho, has something happened at the castle? We've been seeing a lot of commotion across the magma. Me? I'm just a simple farmer. You must have traveled a long way. Go on, take whatever you'd like as a souvenir. I think I will. Zeus's Wrath, Bomb Fragments, Dry Ether, and 2,000 gil. All very nice. I think that was a remedy. And I think that was an Antarctic wind. I keep, again, I'm doing that thing where I double click and it goes away before I can read what it is. You hail from the surface. You mean to say there truly is such a place? I guess when you remain isolated from each other for a long period of time, you come to think like the Underworld. We thought the Underworld was a myth, and so they probably think the Overworld is a myth. Okay, so we will continue our tour of the Underworld here. And that cave there, that is the entrance to the sealed cave. So that is ultimately going to be our next destination. But for now, we're going to continue mapping out this area. And this tiny little island, well, I'll talk about that a little bit later. I gotta go around here. And this, according to the dwarves of Tomra, is the Sylph Cave. Can I land? There we go. Yeah, so as I said, the game wants us to go to the sealed cave next, but as for me, I like to explore these optional areas first. The reason being, you can get a lot of good weapons, a lot of good equipment, and you get some nice levels powering up too. So the Sylph Cave. Now you'll see something weird is going on with the floor. These guys kind of give us kind of a heads up. Going here looks treacherous without the aid of float. Yeah, so Rosa gives you the hint here that if I walk on the floor, okay, not this area. Here, this brown patch there, you'll see once I'm done with these guys. Yeah, see, so I start to take damage if I walk on those floors. Thankfully, Rosa can use float on our entire team. And then you can walk over it without any problems. So let's get to work mapping out this area. Theory and angel arrows. Now, this place is tricky. There we go. I don't even know that I need to... Yeah. We're killing those things with just one hit, so no need to waste MP. Now, yeah, I can see it, but I can't get to it. I know that there are a lot of secret passages here. I have some notes about the game. I may need to consult them. But I'm pretty sure that there's another secret passage from another floor that lets us access that chest. And we have Malboros. Classic enemy status enemies of Final Fantasy. Yeah, they're weak against fire, so obviously using fire attacks is good. Or just straight up attacks. Okay, so Asuna did not get rid of... Oh, here we go, bad breath. What happened? Cecil disappeared for a second. I was like, what, did bad breath make him invisible? No, it did turn me into a toad, though. Looks funny having a frog in the lead. There we go. I think we're good. Yeah, so as you can tell, there are multiple paths and passageways. I may actually want to just take a bit of time and consult my notes, so I'll probably pause the recording here and come back once I have reference to my notes, because I don't remember this part very well, so I'll probably come back to it once I know what I'm doing. Got a better idea about that. Okay, so I'm back. Apparently, according to my notes, there are two routes through the Sylph Cave. One takes you to this treasure trove area, and then the other takes you to where the Sylphs are. So I'm going to do both routes. I'm going to do the treasure trove one first, and then I will finally meet the Sylphs. Now, one thing to note in Final Fantasy IV in this game, and this was true in the SNES version, when you're going through dungeons like this that have floors that damage you, each time you change floors, you'll notice my team no longer has float. So I need to recast float every time I go up and down a floor. So that's the important thing. Alright. So... oh, here we go. And we have more Malboros. Of course. I'm actually going to cast Cry in this case. And let's get a free going. More bad breath? Really? Interesting thing to note, though, is with bad breath, they only seem to be attacking Cecil. So, again, yet another benefit of using that augment. Let's hit them with Freak. Boom. There we go. Nice. Got the Yoichi arrows, which is really good, I think, for Rosa. I think that's like the most powerful, or like the second most powerful arrows. Yeah, that's a good boost to her attack. I mean, again, she does mostly what she's doing is casting white magic, but yeah, so I'm not going to worry about mapping out this floor or the floors yet, because again, the Sylph Cave is a lot of going up and down floors, changing directions, that sort of thing. So we will eventually map out both levels. but at this point, I'm not too worried about mapping out. I'm just following a route. This is something that I mapped out earlier, like last time I was playing through the game. I want to figure out, like, okay, what's the most efficient route to go from point A to point B? The Sylph Cave, really, it's a maze, and if you don't know where you're going, you can spend a lot of time backtracking. You can spend a lot of time, I can skip it again. You can spend a lot of time going up and down floors without actually making any progress. So I kind of wrote out a little guide for myself. There's like, here's how you go through the caves. There we go. It's nice to see Edge getting those levels. Okay, so now we are back at B1 in another area of it. First thing I'm going to do is cast Float again. And here's a save point. I don't need to use, I'm not going to worry about using a tent yet. I will throw in a save, but not too concerned. Is there stuff here that we can find? Okay, I want to map. I do want to kind of go around here and map out the area. I think there's a couple chests up here. No, but there is a secret passage, and oh, and this is how we get that floating chest in the middle of nowhere that seems to be unreachable. And just gonna wait and let prey go off. Ooh, they can poison you with their regular attacks. So, yeah, no prey this time. I'm just gonna have Cecil cure himself. Oh, he still got poison too. Actually, rather than use Asuna, I've got antidotes. Got 25 of them. Very more than enough. Alright, keep going up here. And we get the Elven Bow. Once again for Rosa. And once again, it is more powerful. Well, they'll attack Cecil, and Cecil will take them both out with a counterattack. Even like with draw attacks, there's even battles like this where his counterattacks take out the enemy party, but you don't really get a chance to heal during the battle. So you, even in that case, you have to kind of keep an eye on the character that has draw attacks because their HP can drop. I mean, obviously, unless you were doing some sort of challenge or special playthrough, I think you would always use draw attacks on Cecil. It's just, he's really good at tanking, being that tank. Chop. Yep, take those guys out. Rydia is taking care of business. Alright. One thing actually, I just ran right by it, but now would be a good time to use a tent. I ran by it the first time because there was that secret passage I wanted to get the elven bow, but now we could use a tent. Heal up.